Hi, Homex here. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, comment, leave a dislike if you want. Follow me on Instagram, it's down there in the description. Get in contact with me if you want me to help you with your music, whether that's producing a beat for you or just mixing a song you already made. Let me know. Um, Follow me on Bandcamp. I have free music there. I have free samples there for you to use on your own music. I got my own music there. Check it out. Um, and yeah, that's it. All right. So today I'm trying to make a reggaeton song. Kinda, I think. I'm not really the biggest reggaeton person in the world. My girlfriend is very into reggaeton, so I've been listening to it by her a lot. So I kind of want to give it a try. Why not? This is a melody I was making yesterday, and it was approved. It was girlfriend approved, basically. Right. So I'm gonna show you what I did. Okay, so first I made these chords in, I believe it was D major, on this uplift string. Then I duplicated that and changed uplift string to wet air pad, which kind of just give more layers to the same sound. And then I duplicate it again and just keep the bass notes and use this voice like pad. It's called. And then I duplicated this again and put the same melody down an octave. And after that, I made this melody with a pluck key. And then, I used the cue, everything. And to the plug, I added some delay. I put in a corpus to make it sound like it's like coming from a tube or something. And then I put reverb on it. then I group everything together. So all I really need right now it's well the drums. I'm trying to get some drums, and for this beat for this song, I took reference to mostly like Arca adjacent artists, sort of more like neoperreo, I think this called, or something more. I don't know, like just sounds more appealing to me than normal reggaeton. It's like a little more dark, I guess. So that was kind of what I'm going for, and that's kind of what I have in mind with everything moving forward. So I selected these drums from some drums I had for years. I just chopped them up and saved them in my own computer. I don't remember where they're from, but whatever. But this how they sound. Sample from some trap drums or something, and that's how we're gonna make the melody with these drums. We're gonna make the drums a drum pattern here, real simple. So we're starting off simple with the drums. When you do reggaeton, the snare or clap hits in the fourth beat, in the half two beat. This kick is in the first and the third beat, and the snare is supposed to be in one every hit. But I wanted to give more bounce to that, and the second hi hat is a little behind, quite a bit behind, and so are the snares a little behind of the grid. So to this, I'm gonna try and see if I can make any variations for it. I'm going for more of a slow reggaeton vibe, a slow jam rather than a more faster dembo type. So I ended up not really changing much of the drums so far. I just um, added a kick at the end of the bar to be more of like that. But honestly, I think for now that's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna variate here and there with different things. But for now, I'm gonna keep it like that. Next thing, and I mean reggaeton is kind of a easy to do. It just needs a good vibe, good rhythm, and the next step is just like a 808 sub bass, a more melodic 808, longer 808 than usual. Have this 808 here loaded to the MIDI, and obviously I need to tune this 808. I can already tell that it's gonna sound a little out of tune. So we're gonna tune the 808. To do that, I'm just gonna go to audio effects here, put on the auto shift, and then also on the effects, we're gonna pick the tuner so that we know what are we playing, right? So for example, I'm gonna press D on my MIDI, and it's pretty much there. It has sometimes it's there, sometimes it's over, but it's not quite there yet, right? So because this is an 808, obviously we're gonna put the auto shift in bass. See if that helps. It definitely did help. So there wasn't much to do, thankfully. So we're gonna make a pattern with this simple pattern too, like not too overly complex. Okay, so I landed on this pattern, very basic, two, one in every beginning of a bar. We start with D and then we move to D sharp and then to C at the very down end of the last bar of the four bar pattern, and then this is repeated all over the the song. So I'm gonna keep it simple. The way I usually work is I make like good hypnotic melodic loops like this, right? And once I have vocals, I move things around, add things, variate, make things come more alive. But obviously, I don't have any lyrics or vocals right now, so I'm just gonna sort of mix this roughly to make it sound like glued together, make it sound like a whole cohesive song. And obviously, there's a lot of um, things that I want to do to the drums to make it sound more of what I want them to sound like. So, right, let's. I will do it and explain it later. All right, so I already did a lot of processing in everything, right? So I'm gonna start with the melody. I didn't do much on it, honestly. I just added some reverb and EQ after the reverb to cut the low end. For the bass, I just EQ the thing, cut all the high end, trying to cut this thing a little where it sounds like a kick, because I don't want like just two kicks kind of colliding too much. So for the drums, I EQ each individual element, the kick, the hi-hat, and the snare. And then all together, I put in a little bit of drum bass. I put in the, oh my god, the Universal Audio LA compressor, and then a glue compressor. So that we have this like punchy, soft, present feeling in the drums, which is what I wanted to do. So for the main, um, for the whole song, right? Basically, I did four things. First, I used a multi-band dynamic to enhance and sort of compress specific, the middle, the low, the highs. Very little change. I moved barely anything really. Then I put some EQ on it because it was sounding kind of muddied on the bass, like way too much. Not even bass. Like doesn't sound like a nice bass. Like oh, you can. It just sounded like mud, like muddy, and that's not what I'm looking for right now. Um, Next to that, I apply a compressor and sidechain it to the bass, to the 808, the sub bass, so the the kick hits harder, but the bass still feels. And I put a limiter on it so that it doesn't blow our ears away. So this is how all of that sounds. Um, that's it for now. Um, I think I really accomplished the sound that I wanted to. Of course, this is not like a actual real full song. That will take me way more time. But I got the sound and the vibe that I wanted to as the bass for the song. So if I can, whatever I want to add later, I will. But that's my best attempt so far at a reggaeton song. That's it.